Hey YouTube, hey guys, it's Kimiko. I'm back again with another video. Alright y'all, so in this video you guys, I'm going to talk about how I was robbed at gunpoint. And you know, the reason why I made this video is because, again, it's not guaranteed. A lot of stuff that I've been through in my life, it wasn't guaranteed that I would make it out of. So before I get started, you guys, please make sure that you share out the video. Make sure that you like the video. Subscribe to the video. Subscribe to my channel, you guys. And also turn on your post notifications so that you are notified when I come back with another video. Alright, y'all. So this particular video, this is what happened. I call myself, well, not call myself, at this particular time in my life, I sold drugs. I sold weed. And so, I had met this guy, and he was cool and everything or whatever, you know. We started hanging out, you know, and so he knew, you know, he knew what I did. As well as, you know, he smoked weed or whatever, but he was trying to sell some weed on the side too. So he had told me one day to come over to where he was. Now, I'm from California, and so he told me to come over. Well, I'm a West Side girl. You know, I grew up on the West Side. He told me to come over to the East Side. Now, if you know, you know. The East Side, growing up on the West Side, the East Side really wasn't my thing. You know, my thing was I really wouldn't go nowhere past shoot. I wouldn't go nowhere past probably Western, King Boulevard. No, I'm not gonna say that. I probably wouldn't go nowhere past Figueroa, honestly. That was my stopping point, because USC is right there on Figueroa. So, of course, I don't know if y'all know or you may not know, but Figueroa is actually the Stroll, the Blade, whatever you want to call it, whatever. I don't know what's going on. I know the same thing is going on now, even more prevalent, but back then, it was going down. But anyway, he asked me to come over to the East Side, and it was somewhere, it was on Main Street or something, Broadway, something, I don't know, but it was the East Side. It was the straight East Side. So I went over there, and so I went into his house, and we were sitting there for a little bit, and he asked me to bring him, what did he ask me to bring him? I think I brought him a half a pound. So, okay, I brought him a half a pound. And we were sitting there in his living room for a little bit, right? Next thing you know, so he had made a phone call. And that was all good. I never did even think anything of it. At that time, at that time I was driving a really nice car. All my cars were nice, but I always made sure, like, all my cars, like, I had beat in my car. So, like, 210s, a nice amp, 6x9s, 6 inches in the inside. And I mean, I'm just bumping. I'm just driving down the city, just bumping all the music and this and that. But anyway, and you know, I wore really nice clothes, of course. You know, I was selling weed. I was a drug dealer. Anyway, y'all, let me stop making fun of the situation. I can laugh at it now because I'm out of the situation. However, that was back when, I don't know if you guys remember I think it was called a Sidekick. No, I don't know if it was a Sidekick. It was these pagers. A lot of them were from Sky Pager, and they were clear and they were sideways, and you text out a message in the pager. Maybe if I can find it, I'm gonna insert a picture below to show you guys what I'm talking about. But I know you guys got to know what I'm talking about. But anyway, and I'm saying that because I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Anyway, so he made a phone call, And after he made the phone call, he told me to go ahead and get the stuff, bring it in. So I did. And then we were going to leave. So I brought the stuff in. He gave me the money. And now we were going to leave. We were going to go, I don't know where we were going, either to a hotel room or we were going to go get something to eat. Something. Like I told y'all, I met this guy. He was cool. So I thought. And we was kicking it, you know, here and there. Anyway, as I got ready to get in the car, sorry, I'm a little parched, but I got in the car and he got in the car. Before I could close my door on the driver's side, baby, next thing you know, I felt something. It was cold. It was on my forehead. And it was cold, and I looked up, and it was a guy, and he had a gun to my forehead, and he said to me, "Bitch, give it up, give me the money." And he's like, "Where your keys? Where your keys?" Oh man, he was like, "Give me your pager." He was like, "Give me your purse, give me everything." And on his side, on the passenger side, it was another guy. And that guy opened his door too. And so he didn't have anything to give, so he didn't give up nothing. So damn. I'm like, damn. So I just gave up everything. Gave up the money, pulled out a big old wad of money out of my pocket, gave that to him, gave him my purse, gave him my pager, gave him my keys, and then they ran off. So once they ran off, you know, I'm looking at the guy and I'm like about to cry, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, but I don't have any keys. Remember, they took my keys. So he's looking around, and he was like, here go your keys right here. He was like, just go. I don't know who them niggas is. I'm going back in the house. And he left, and he went in the house, and I jumped. Well, I was already in the car. He gave me the keys, and I took off. And that was how I got robbed at gunpoint. Now, I never, ever went back over to that neighborhood, because I, you know, me being in that neighborhood was not something that I would ever do in the first place. And I never talked to him ever again. No, I take that back. I did talk to him one time after that. And I came to the conclusion that nigga had me set up. Them was his homeboys. Trust and believe. That's who he made the phone call to, y'all. He called these niggas over there and told them to rob me for his money back. Plus, he already had the weed in his house, remember? Because then we were leaving, he had left it in his house. We were leaving, going to get something to eat. And that's why he told me to just go. And he was going back in the house. So as soon as I took off, his homeboys came right back around the corner or wherever they came from. And he probably told them, you know, take her keys, take everything from her, but throw her keys in the grass. So he found my keys in the grass, not too far from where he was. He gave me my keys and told me to go. And he went back in the house. Yeah. It's not guaranteed. So that was one time in my life that, you know, I was out there doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, and I got caught up. But I made it. Thank you, Jesus. I made it out of it. Alright, y'all. So that's that. Make sure you like to subscribe the video. Make sure you like. Make sure you share out the video. It's Kimiko. And I love you guys. And I'll come back with another one soon. Y'all.